Good evening and welcome. My name is Max Lopez and I'm a proud 1992 alumnus of the Old Boys Club. I'd like to thank the staff of the club for inviting me to share my club experiences with you tonight. To each of you, thank you for your unwavering support of the club and the kids of Lawrence. You're making a difference in the life of young men and women who will continue to uplift my city. You made a difference in my life, and for that, I'm forever grateful. To my club brothers, thank you for inspiring me. To my mom, thank you for your prayers. I was born in the Dominican Republic, and at the age of 10, my parents decided to come to the US with my two sisters and me in search of a brighter future. That journey was far from easy, as my parents struggled to navigate a new system and language while tossing working multiple jobs to put food on the table. My first year in the States was challenging, but I quickly learned English and was invited to join the club by Steve Kelly after our rival's sixth grade basketball game. That invitation marked the beginning of something transformative in my life. With my father working two jobs, it was my mother, an English teacher in the Dominican Republic, who signed me up at the club. It did not take long for me to find my place, whether it was playing basketball in the gym or enjoying Space Invaders in the video game room. I found a community that felt like home. The club was more than a place to play. It was a haven filled with programs tailored to meet our needs. The supper program, what Billy Ramos is called Line Up for the Supper program, was classic. I mostly waited to hear last call for the supper program before I headed out for supper so I could avoid the madness. The food was cooked with love and served by our Keystone Club members and provided us with not only nourishment, but also a sense of togetherness. We often bonded over meals, sharing what was sometimes our only warm meal of the day, creating memories that have stayed with me to this day. Looking back, I now realize the strategic brilliance of Steve, Billy, Maureen, and Karen in designing programs that nurture our academic and personal growth, especially during the summers. Project Improve, my first unofficial summer job, stands out as one of my favorites. Up to this time, I had never read a real book from cover to cover. For $87.50 a week during my summer, I spent my mornings in the Merrimack College Library, reading and writing book reports under the watchful eyes of Maureen and Karen, who held us to high standards in order to make sure we develop good reading and comprehension skills. Afternoons were spent lifting weights and helping coach young kids in Burr Hamill's summer camp. This gave us a chance to give back for all we received. Another incredibly impactful program was the Academic Basketball Awareness Camp, ABA, which was the brainchild of Merrimack College coach Burr Ham. This week-long overnight camp combined academic lessons in the mornings with intense basketball training in the afternoons and evenings. Many times lasted till midnight. The lessons learned in ABA extended beyond academic and basketball. They taught us the value of hard work, teamwork, resilience, and dedication. This was our first time being on a college campus and it helped us believe college could be possible for kids who looked like us. The basketball drills at ABA were grueling, but they prepared us for life's challenges. Hamill's dedication to the club and the young men of Lawrence continues to resonate as we navigate adulthood. Then there was Project Awareness. This program consisted of hiking the last 100 miles of the Appalachian Trail in May and finishing up on Mount Catarte, the most beautiful mountain east of the Rockies. The training that Steve and Billy put us through was and still is unreal. The daily 2-week training regimen consisted of running, first aid, cooking, camping, canoeing, sailing and kayaking, swimming and weightlifting to get us ready to hike an incredibly challenging trail with a 40-pound backpack. Not stuff regular city kids do. The training to prepare us for this hike was the hardest thing I have ever had to do, but now looking back, I get what the goal was. The club was not only challenging us physically, but also mentally. They saw us as future leaders who could change our city. In 1988, I enrolled at Lawrence High School and quickly found my way in the high school setting. While at LHS, I enrolled in academic and AP courses and played basketball for all 4 years. During my senior year, I was vice president of my class and captain of the varsity basketball team. Although I never really thought about it, I was exhibiting some of the leadership skills I had picked up at the club. I never fully blossomed into my full potential, but I was starting to realize the potential that the club saw in me. Upon completing high school, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I worked a few dead-end jobs, still trying to find my calling. What followed were the most challenging 5 years of my life. Only because of my faith in the traits I learned at the club: determination, hard work, humility, grit, and self-confidence, was I able to overcome the challenges that came my way. In 1997, with the help of Socrates de la Cruz and a recommendation letter from Steve, I enrolled at UMass Lowell and graduated in 2001 with a BS in business with a concentration in management information systems. Today, with more than 25 years of technology experience, including the last 5 years in software sales for one of the largest software companies in the world, I guess you could call me a late bloomer. But I had to overcome adversity to fully blossom into the man that I am today, and for that, I'm truly thankful. The club's focus on education, hard work, teamwork, integrity, determination, and academic excellence is at the forefront of its mission. What they instilled in me during my time there has shaped me into who I am today, and I'm forever grateful. All my closest friends today are brothers I met during my years at the club. The grit, determination, and self-confidence I needed when life did not go my way were traits I learned through programs like ABA, Project Awareness, and Project Improve. The invaluable lesson formed the core of who I am today as a husband, father, professional, friend, and mentor. Most importantly, watching the staff serve so many kids inspired me to focus on serving others, helping me leave a lasting legacy. My wife and I believe so strongly in the club that we enrolled our own kids there. Our daughter Camille, now a junior at Bryn Mawr College, participated in the Bread Loaf and Girls Lab program. Our son Marcus, now a junior at Phillips Exeter, attended the club from 4th grade through 8th. At home, our kids often hear me call Steve, and they know my wife and I expect them to approach everything they do with dedication, confidence, and integrity, knowing that hard work pays off. To each of you here tonight, you're changing the lives of the next Max Lopez and countless others who want to make something of their lives. Thank you for believing in the club and its mission. Your support creates a safe place to grow and flourish, a place of hope and opportunity for kids just like me. Because of you, the club remains the beacon of hope for the next generation in the city of Lawrence. We hope you will continue to invest in the dreams of future leaders so we can make a difference, not only in Lawrence, but throughout the world. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you.